we go, Lou. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, welcome back to Kicking and Screaming, where sports, fashion, chaos, it all collides. I'm your host, Bianca Peters, with my favorite co-host and sports savant.
Ooh,
Lou Albanese.
That's a strong word, savant.
That's what you are.
I wish I knew what it meant. We're going to talk divisional playoff round, winners, and we'll blow off the losers. And we're going to look at the real losers on the bias of what they wore before the game. Wait till you see what one of those losers is dressed like.
I don't think
about a loser.
I don't think it's a loser. I have to disagree with you. We'll get to that in a second. But let's start off with...
a brave loser, though.
Let's start off with the conspiracy theory. I know you love those.
Oh, I love
Put your tin hat on. Okay,
I love those.
This is the question everyone's talking about. Do Super Bowl colors predict the final teams? The logos, because in the logos, they're different every single year. It's supposed to reflect the city that the game's being played in. And everyone keeps saying that determines who actually ends up in the Super Bowl.
Well, what's the colors this year?
Okay, the colors are, let's see, the colors are purple, gold, and green. It's kind of to commemorate the Spirit of New Orleans.
If it's green, yeah, because the Eagles are going to get there and they're going to win it. So, yes.
Gold,
the answer to that is
are we looking at
gold.
Chiefs? Yeah, we got the red and gold Chiefs.
No.
Okay, so you're just saying Eagles?
No, Eagles are going to win it. Green. There's no gold.
Lou, there's 3 colors in this logo. So, clearly there has to be...
No, the other 2 colors don't matter. Green.
Okay. All right, Eagles fans, there you go.
That's it. They're the 2 guys. Who cares about
winning.
gold?
According to the conspiracy theory of Lou Albanese, the Eagles are going to win this one.
What are we, Don Quixote with the gold? Nobody cares about the gold.
All
Green.
Right, you know what we care about? This weekend's game breakdown. I watched all of it.
I did too.
I'm upset by some of it.
They were good games.
It was good. There was
Unlike
some good
the week
games.
before, they were horrible games. These were actually good games.
I agree with you. Let's start first. Kansas City Chiefs, Houston Texans.
And I told you last week.
We both
I thought they were going to be trailing. All right, they're only up by 1. I told you. I saw Mahomes laughing. They won.
Can we talk about how the refs protect Mahomes at all costs?
Stop.
No, this one really upset me because I understand not to hit a quarterback, but this guy's using it to his advantage. He's running around scrambling a little bit late, and then he knows that he's going to get a penalty from that.
You know what that's called? Smart.
Is that called smart, or is
let
that
me get closer.
This is why people don't like Patrick Mahomes. Okay, smart, yes, win at all costs, but this is why I'm getting annoyed by him.
So many haters for Mahomes.
Because we had 2 defenders going right into each other.
And they hit each other. That was even great.
And then they get the penalty.
And they get a flag. I like the fact that they got a flag for hitting him, and they hit each other. I tell you, that's greatness.
Is that greatness,
yes,
or is that the refs
greatness.
trying to create the storyline for who's going to end up in the Super Bowl?
No,
that's why people don't like Patrick Mahomes. But anyway,
they
still great
Patrick
quarterback.
Mahomes.
I will say, there was one pass that he threw mid-air. Feet were already being dragged down by a defender. I said, what the...
I love that. The defender has his ankles.
Yeah.
And he still got the ball off.
That guy's crazy.
That's fantastic.
Crazy good. Crazy cheater? I don't know. No. Okay. Well, we'll go with that one.
We can list cheaters. He's not one of them.
Anyways, Houston Texans, sorry for you guys. I was rooting for you for that one. Washington Commanders, Detroit Lions. I went with Lions on this one, and I was so wrong. Jaden Daniels, and I know you're excited about this guy, blew my mind. Seeing him play was watching Patrick Mahomes play. It's kind of similar.
You know what? First of all, let's go on record. I did say Commanders.
Yeah, you did.
I say Commanders. Noon show last week, Commanders. Not that I'm patting myself on the back, but guess what? I'm patting myself on my back.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, great up and coming star. And the only thing I'm surprised is that he's done it so fast.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be another year or two.
You know why, Lou? And I know you love this. AI technology.
What was the
AI technology?
And what would that be?
Because he uses VR headsets to train for the game in a way faster speed. So he's seen the game at a quicker speed. So when he sees the game on the field, it's moving slower to him.
No, that's smart. No, I know he does that. And I'll tell you something about that. Any technology you can use within the rules, you should take advantage of.
How many quarterbacks should be using this VR technology after this?
I think every quarterback should use it.
Yeah,
First of all, you see the field better. The speed, especially for a young quarterback.
And
a veteran doesn't need to do it, but a young quarterback who can see the field and it's all there in front of him, it's smart.
Yeah, you're going through the reps even if you're injured or something.
And I don't think a lot of guys use it.
Yeah,
I think he's one of the few.
He's been using it since college, and he had this as a requirement to go to the Commanders. Like, you have to include this VR technology for me to sign with you guys.
Yeah. No,
this is the future of football.
Well, you know what? It's smart. And it goes to show you why he came out of nowhere and won the Heisman. He came on the field as a rookie and done something that most guys can't. Everyone talked about Drake May, talked about Caleb Williams. And this kid went on the field. It didn't bother. And it's not just that. But what it does, by seeing all the different scenarios, the different coverages, the different blitzes.
Yeah.
When the time comes and it's late in the game,
No, you're
he
ready
doesn't
to react.
panic.
Yeah, it's true.
He showed it against the Bears when he threw that Hail Mary. He doesn't panic.
Okay, so are you going to get ChatGPT and like really integrate AI into your life now?
No, but we can move on.
Okay. He believes in AI technology, but doesn't want to use it in his real life. All right. Philadelphia Eagles, Los Angeles Rams. I think everyone saw this one coming.
Yeah, and what do we talk about? Saquon.
Swaquan.
Yeah, Swaquan.
Ooh, we should call him Swaquan.
Swaquan
like
went
this.
here. He
swayed
here.
right to
he
left,
went here.
right through that defense.
He 2 games against the Rams, almost 500 yards rushing.
No.
I mean, my God.
Also, I'm sorry, but where was his quarterback? Where
know
was
what?
his quarterback?
When you're running back,
I don't know what happened.
no, but he did what he had to do. He wasn't bad. He wasn't great.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been great. And plus, don't forget though, he's coming off the injury. Hasn't played in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Little rusty in the beginning. But when you have a great running back like that, you
mean,
don't have to be
he
a superstar
was
quarterback.
incredible. Yeah, Saquon
he
Barkley.
wins again.
Yeah, you know, this is
Win,
the Giants
W.
fans watching. This is the Giants fans. So we need
No,
to,
hold on.
We just need one without.
Wait a
the
minute,
logo.
hold on a second. I want to show the Giant fans. You see how mushy this ball is? That's a Giant fan whose whole life just deflated by watching Saquon sway back and forth, and he kept deflating. It's like deflate.
Deflategate. Saquon Barkley is what we should rename him.
I mean,
I
when
like
you
this
watch
one.
him, and you know it's amazing. They are. You're right about Jalen Hurts. They're not concerned so much about the receiving. No, but think about it. So if you're the Rams and he just ran almost 300 yards on
knew
you,
he was gonna
and
do
you
this.
come into this game, one thing in mind: I have to stop Saquon and hopefully let Hurts beat me. And they couldn't do it.
I agree.
That's how good.
That was crazy.
And the offensive line is spectacular, and they're
Hold
a
on,
strong
can I
team.
just say something? When I'm watching this stuff in that game, snowing,
Yeah.
these guys, the offensive linemen, none of them, they're sleeveless.
Yeah.
I had to wear 2 pairs of pants today just to get from the bus to work. So I just don't. That's one thing I thought about. I was like, how are they not frostbitten?
Well, when you're playing the game, I mean.
Oh, because you would know so well. Because you know.
No, I got to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
you know.
When I played high school football, and I did a long time ago with Vinny Testaverde. He was my quarterback. But when you play, and when you play, it's crazy. No matter how cold it is, once your body's going and you're in the game every minute, you warm up. You do warm up.
I just don't know. Some of the guys I saw, obviously, in the Rams, these guys are from LA.
It's all mental.
They're coming over here with some sleeves and stuff like that.
Well,
It's just
because
that
they're not used
part,
to it.
No, of course not.
You're not used.
Living
They
in
practice.
LA.
See, the Eagles practice in that weather.
I know. I think that's also.
And you know what the Rams
their
should have
advantage.
done? Honestly, they should have got out here on Tuesday and practiced in the weather every
Snow.
day.
I agree with you.
That's what they
Okay,
should've
Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens.
I was a little surprised by that. You know what? Let's see. Oh, that's right. You picked that game.
I did.
That's right. Listen, good credit, Bills.
I did.
I was
I
surprised by
am worried though about them facing the next team.
the Bills.
Yeah.
Well, 2 things for the Bills, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. But I will say this: the only team to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs was Buffalo. In Buffalo, but still beat them. No one else did. Forget about that last game.
Yeah.
And that's a plus. But Allen is 0-3 against Mahomes. So,
I don't know. We're going to see.
and now it goes to Kansas City, but I think this might be the year he breaks it.
I am rooting for him to take down Mahomes.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people.
Okay, he's just going to run around, falling down late in the game, getting penalties. I can't deal with that anymore. You know what I can't deal with? Fashion. All the guys that show up to the game
Fashion's good.
in their game day fits. First of all, can we talk about your fashion day? You're looking quite nice. I like this jumper that you got
Right
here
off
with lots
the,
of zippers. Utility jacket, prepared for anything on the streets of New York City.
It's my Batman look.
Okay, we like it.
I got my utility sleeves and my utility right here. I'm ready to go. Oh.
This is Lou's expertise, fashion. So we're going to get into it. The first person being Patrick. Before we get into this, Lou, though, I really do have to say, I think you dressed up for the occasion today.
I did.
Yeah, for
Also.
your birthday. It is your happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lou.
Yeah,
Happy
happy
birthday to. We're not done yet, though.
No, okay. I'll stop.
Well, I'll stop because we're bringing in you a special little treat
Look at this.
from Emily.
Look at
Winter.
that.
Look at this. You gotta.
What is that?
There you go.
Oh, look at
Just for
this.
you.
Just for me. Yummy, yummy. Handmade from real ingredients, huh? Unlike the fake ones we got last year. This is great. Well, thank you. It is my birthday. I'm the first to admit that I'm 62. I do not lie about my age. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, happy birthday, Lou.
And it was nice. Before they started moving the Super Bowl years and into February.
But you also have to thank Emily because she went across
Emily,
the street
thank
to
you.
get
Nobody
that.
knows who Emily is, but
Emily's
thanking
our
her
noon
anyhow.
producer.
She's our noon producer.
There we go.
And she's excellent at what she does.
And she has to deal with you every time you come on Friday.
Which makes her a saint. But back in the old days when we used to have the Super Bowl end mid-January, a lot of times it would land on my birthday, which was fun.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was fun.
so now with your birthday, your luck, let's go
Yes.
through some of the outfits. We're talking first Patrick Mahomes.
That's a basic outfit. I know what. I'm sure every one of these outfits are worth $1,000 each, which is crazy. But that's what I like about Mahomes.
You know what's crazy though?
It's basic.
That this is probably $1,000 jacket,
Yeah,
$1,000 pants,
exactly.
$1,000 sweatshirt. This is all Dior.
Yeah.
With some crazy
and it means
white
it's- And that
glasses.
means it's amazing prices that looks like anybody would wear. I love that outfit.
Like anybody would wear. Lou, this is a Canadian tuxedo that I could find at Goodwill. What are you talking
That's
about?
what I'm saying. Anybody could wear these pants and jacket.
could wear
That's my
these
point.
pants.
It's a really nice outfit. You can see this
Okay.
on the street.
So you're gonna give this what, an 8 out of 10?
I give it a 7.
Okay. Well, oh
I give
wow.
it a
Let's
7.
see
This
what
is
he-
amazing. This is why he's so great. Any man who has the guts to wear pink to the game and pink, whatever those fluffy things he's wearing on his feet, that's a man who's really comfortable in his own skin.
Okay, you want me to break down the I think the jacket itself is probably like $11,000.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
No joke. And you know what? He gave it away to someone after this game.
Did he really?
He literally gave it away to someone while he was standing next to Taylor Swift. Some guy was like, "Hey, I like your jacket," and he was like, "Here, man, keep it."
Wow, see, that's what he's all about.
That's what he's all
But
about.
That is a man who is comfortable in his own skin. And by the way, there was like websites devoted to his fashion.
Yeah.
People have to just look up Travis Kelce pregame outfits, and it's amazing.
This
amazing.
is what Lou does late at
do.
night.
I loved his Super Bowl. He had an all black leather outfit that even I would wear, which was amazing.
Okay, I love.
for the Super Bowl.
He also supporting the energy drink over there. Well, he has a.
I don't
in
even
his
know
hand.
what this is. I mean, this is something your mother would dress you up with when you were 10 years old, and you would cry because your mother. I mean, Jalen Hurts. You wonder why Jalen Hurts is struggling? I know he had a concussion, which is horrible, but maybe that probably shows
Lou,
a sign of it.
Lou, you cannot say.
I can't say that, but this is. I don't understand this outfit. I just don't understand
That's
this
because
outfit.
it's fashion. Fashion, you can kind of comprehend. Fashion is not meant
that's not
to
fashion.
be understood.
Nobody would wear that outfit.
Except for him.
Except for him.
Okay, well, Carhartt's pretty big, so I mean, I kind of like it. You don't like it. It's giving you 70s school vibes.
No. Yeah, exactly. Is it
can't see
corduroy?
that.
What is it? What kind of outfit is that?
A rugged Carhartt chore jacket and workwear pants, probably
Yeah, that's
in the
nice. And the work
thousands.
boots. Yeah, I give it a 2.
That's probably why he lost the game. Okay. Oh no, actually he didn't win. He
See,
lost.
that's basic. It's cold out. You got the big, heavy coat on. He's rocking the, I guess what are those, Beats or whatever they might be. They look good. He's got the thumbs up. Josh Allen is the man.
Thumbs up.
That's
He's
the
got
man.
thumbs up.
See, he's smart. He's got the wool hat
Lou,
on. That's a
Lou,
smart man.
I just wanted to let you know, he kind of got a little roasted about this because
Why?
just because he doesn't really care, and I guess
Yes, that's what makes it great.
it's
cold. It's cold out. He's
you
wearing
feel like
a heavy
he's like
coat.
You. He's like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're on the same page as Josh Allen.
It makes sense.
It makes
sense.
It makes
They
sense.
roasted because he wasn't so flamboyant. You don't have to be flamboyant. Wear a coat. How shocking. It's cold out. Wearing a coat. Wow, that's a shocker. Now that's an outfit.
Okay,
You
hold
want to talk
on.
about being comfortable in
This
your own
guy,
skin?
Mac Hollins for the Bills is like I think he's a new guy on the team. Everyone is obsessed with him. He does this every single game. Comes with some crazy, and you know what's also wild? Doesn't wear shoes. Does
wear
not
shoes.
believe in wearing shoes.
Wow.
This is, I don't know, look at 20 degrees.
Feels like 13. Wow.
Mac
That's all I'm going
Hollins.
to say as well. But I'll tell you, we talked about Travis Kelce being comfortable in his own skin.
Yeah.
You have to be ultra comfortable to go like an outfit like that. I mean, where's
Is
he
this something
from?
you would pull
No,
off?
no, I'm not that comfortable. No, I don't. No one should be. No one should be that comfortable.
I feel like if I bought you this outfit, you have to wear this next week on the
no,
podcast.
but I don't even go to the beach. I
think
will look
that's
like
a
that. I have more
yes.
clothes on at the beach than this guy has in 20-degree weather.
He could be convinced.
No, I
What?
can't be convinced. It's not happening. But this is amazing. Like,
I
why
agree.
Here's the question: why?
Because-
Like, what is the purpose of that?
Because we're talking about him. I think in today's age, these football players, if we're talking about them, that's a career extender
Well,
off
the
the
NBA,
field.
the NBA started the whole fashion trend more than
That
before
is-
anybody else.
I don't know about that.
But
I don't know about that. I don't know about
football
that.
now is trying to catch up. But would you call that
Football's
fashion?
not trying to catch up. They've been at the forefront of this.
No.
What are you
Nothing like
talking
the
about?
NBA.
Basketball?
No, the NBA
No,
was
no, no. The
fantastic.
NBA came second on
No,
this.
no.
Okay, I don't know.
First
what
of
you're
all,
talking about. Yeah, I was going to say Joe Namath with his
Joe
big fur
Namath,
coats.
Walt Frazier. Nobody wore
Yeah,
nobody
agree.
wore fur like Clyde. Clyde.
I agree. I just think that football touches more people than the NBA. So we'll leave it at that.
Maybe. But
Okay.
that was disturbing.
Anyways, he gets a 10. He gets a 10 out of 10.
No,
in my
he
book
gets
for
a
that outfit.
disturbing 5.
That is not true. Okay, let's get to our favorite segment.
Yes, go ahead.
Outkick our coverage. We're answering your questions.
That's right.
Some of them weird, so we're not going to go there.
Yeah.
But some of them are good. So we'll start with the first one. This is from @BVN138. Who will be the Giants QB next year? Lou, this is a good question for you.
Yeah, that's a good
I feel like
question.
you have an inside some.
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody really knows who the quarterback.
Who do you want to be the quarterback next year?
I think. Well, I want the Giants to go for a veteran.
Yeah.
Someone like a vet. It's not going to be Sam. They're not going to spend the money for Sam Darnold. A veteran free agent, Jacoby Brissett, someone like that. Just fill them in for a year. You're going to lose next year. They can kid themselves all they want. Their schedule is insane. They're going to lose. And then set themselves up for Arch Manning. Because Arch Manning is the quarterback I'd like to see the Giants be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're 1 year off.
Yeah.
I know they keep making this point about we have to get a quarterback, and I know there's pressure on Joe Shane and Dable to do it.
Did you see that
But
clip?
I would like to see it not happen.
But did you see that clip that Joe Shane's son, he's
Yes.
asking his son who should be drafted. His son was like, Jaden Daniels.
And he disagreed.
And I was like, ooh.
So you know what social media
that
said?
didn't age well.
There was, the kid's aging well. But the
kid's
thing is,
aging well, but-
across social media, they were begging John Mara to hire the son and fire the father.
Okay, I mean, look at
No,
that.
he was
That is
right.
2025, and
And
his son
he
made
wanted,
a correct prediction.
And he wanted Drake May.
Yeah.
And Drake May, maybe he'll get better with Rabel up there, but I doubt it. Josh McDaniels does stuff with quarterbacks, but I am not a fan of Drake May.
What about Aaron Rodgers? I know how you love him.
I think Rodgers is going to come back.
Okay. All right, let's get to the second one. This is @PurpleJuicy12. Love that name. Okay, it is. This is not really a question, Purple Juicy, but I guess it's a statement. They put, it's all scripted. And I agree with you, especially going off the Super Bowl logo colors.
Scripted? You mean the games?
Yes. Come on. You're not telling me that the refs really want the Chiefs to make it to the Super Bowl, more eyes in the Super Bowl, meaning more money from advertisers, because they know more people are going to watch because Taylor Swift's going to be there in the stands. You're going to give those calls to Patrick Mahomes.
No. First of
You're
all,
gonna
how
give
many
those
people?
flags to Patrick.
All I
Yes, you
keep
are.
hearing is, I don't want to see the Chiefs in the Super
Yeah,
Bowl
but
again.
they're lying because you know they'll all watch.
Well, they're going to watch anyhow.
This
is a Super Bowl.
Lou, come on. Let's be real. More people are going to watch the Super Bowl if the Chiefs are playing in it. You don't agree?
I don't think it's not scripted. It's not.
It's
Well,
scripted.
maybe the first 20 plays are scripted, but that's as far as.
It's scripted. All right.
That's scripted.
This is Jay Wayne. How many?
John Wayne? Is that John Wayne?
Not John Wayne.
Oh
This is-
my
this
God!
is
The Duke is calling. Getting us a question from the grave. That's great.
He is no longer alive.
I know he's calling from the grave. It's like a séance.
I think this
love
is a
it.
different John Wayne. This is Jay Wayne.
Oh, the J.
Jay Wayne. And this was kind of funny. How many days till Daytona? He don't give a
Daytona?
crud about football. He
Listen.
cares about Daytona.
Listen,
That's a good
Daytona,
question. I don't know.
That's good.
Ask
I'm not
ChatGPT.
gonna. I'm not gonna shoot down Daytona. It's on Fox. NASCAR.
Have you ever been to one of those races?
No, I've never been to a
so
NASCAR.
wild.
I've heard.
So fun.
I've heard. I've never been to one. No.
I think we should do a live episode down from
That'd
NASCAR.
be great. Daytona is fantastic.
All right.
No, it's a great race.
The Jay Wade, we're going to ask for you, so maybe
Yeah.
we'll do it down there live.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We'll come
see.
down for you.
Yeah, please.
How
work.
many days? I have no idea. I'd have to count it on my fingers, and I don't have enough fingers to figure that one out. But
All right.
but I'm glad you're watching.
Okay, so championship weekend preview. Let's get to it. AFC Championship, Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills.
That's going to be a tough game. And I am going back and forth on this. I like to see the Chiefs win. I think
Why?
at home, I like to see the history. I like to
You
see
wanna
them,
see a
I do
three-peat.
want to see them go for history. It's never done.
Yeah, I know.
3 times before this, teams going for 3 peats, made it to the championship game and lost.
Yep.
The Niners, the Cowboys. I forgot the third one, but yeah, it's happened 3 times. Okay, and very simply, little things happen. Like in the case of the 49ers, they were going for the three-peat, and they were facing the Giants. And the Giants, of course, knocked Joe Montana out of the game, close game, and they couldn't advance.
Okay, but for this game, you have Mahomes and
Allen. I think it's a tough game because Josh Allen is 0-3 against the Chiefs, that we talked earlier, but he beat them earlier this year, which I think was a very important win for them to beat the Chiefs. That game was in Buffalo. This one's in Kansas City.
I know.
And
those Chiefs fans are crazy. And that makes a difference in the game. You talk to any one of these players, when you have the crowd on your side, it is one thing that can't be replicated when you're on the road.
No, and you saw that. You know what? You know when we saw that with the crowds? I used to hear all these experts and all these morons in Neverland, plenty of people. Why do we even need crowds for? It's a TV sport. It's all for television. Put them on the field. And then we saw the pandemic come, and they played without a crowd, and everyone said, this is boring. Yeah, you need a crowd.
Hello.
Crowd's
we
the most important thing in the game.
The pandemic when they were playing with no crowds. No,
and then we learned right then and there, we might want to have a crowd.
Need it.
We need it.
Okay, Philadelphia.
Breaking news.
Oh, gosh, what?
That is,
we have breaking news.
The New York Post, the Jets hired Aaron Glenn.
They did.
Okay.
According to the New York Post.
Aaron Glenn. I love that.
The Jets have hired Aaron Glenn. What are your thoughts on that? Breaking news right now is
very
Emily's
good.
just telling us.
I remember when Aaron Glenn was here. Very popular player. I like the guy. I think he knows football. I think it's a good choice. He's never been a head coach before. Everyone's concerned. He's a defensive coach, which has been the case of all the past ones. But I really like him. And I think he knows football. He knows the Jets' mentality. He's been here when they won. He played under Parcells. And I think that will help him.
Okay.
And I also think that means Aaron Rodgers will be back.
Ooh, you all get a whole nother year of Lou ranting about Aaron Rodgers.
They're going to bring back the old man. And the biggest reason why is because Aaron Glenn has a little bit of gray here, but Aaron Rodgers has all gray. So Glenn doesn't want to seem like the oldest person on the field. So as long as Aaron Rodgers is here, he's not the oldest guy. So that's good.
Your take on that was gold. All right, Philadelphia Eagles, Washington Commanders.
Eagles. I mean, I love the Eagles. They might pick to win the Super Bowl. I love this Commanders team. They've gone further than I ever thought they'd be. I actually didn't think they would make the playoffs this year. I thought they were going to fall short. Love the quarterback. I'm not the biggest fan of the coach, but he's done a great job with this team. Seems like he's learned. Remember, he took a Falcons team to the Super Bowl and then collapsed, the greatest collapse of all time. But I think the Eagles are
I think I'm going to go with you on that as well. And I feel like Giants fans are just going to have to eat this one because they're seeing their team.
I love it.
You like it.
I do.
Okay.
I love it because a Giant fan, like I said, they're so deflated.
I know, but
next
you can
week
see
when they
you
win,
were so close to having someone like that great in your team.
After the Eagles win, we're going to pull the plug. I'm going to show really what the Giant fans' life is all about when this gets down to nothing.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm glad because I thought they treated him poorly. I thought the Giants embarrassed him on national TV. I thought Joe Shane came across very smug. Yeah. I thought they embarrassed Daniel Jones, smug. I mean, you don't do that. I think that's what cost them this season. And I think it's something that no football team should ever do again. You should never be in those meetings. And I think Joe Shane acted like he was some kind of knew more than most. And it's proven
maybe
wrong.
Not more than his son, though.
Well, then maybe his son should run the team because honestly, it really was,
That's crazy.
I think this
is crazy to me.
And I think
they're so upset watching
he is
Saquon run for them.
Such a nice kid. He
Yeah,
really is.
And I know his teammates.
And
really
for those
miss him
people
too.
out there, those Giant people out there, the apologists, and I can name them all if you like.
Yes, please. Call them out by names.
I will call them out by names. But the point is, we'll say, well, this would never have happened with the Giants. Well, then that's a problem with the Giants. Because maybe they should have built their offensive line better. Maybe they should have had a better passing game. So that's the thing. So just don't say it would never happen with the Giants. That's more of a reason to get rid of the management of the Giants.
We'll see what happens now. Okay, lastly, we're closing this up. What does it say about you if you're rooting for these teams? Chiefs fans. Give me like your thoughts on Chiefs fans, people jumping on the bandwagon now as we're
I have no patience for the bandwagons. Anybody who's a bandwagon now, and anybody who jumped on the last few years of Patrick Mahomes, please stop short, have them go down, then we could back up on those guys and keep going. I hate bandwagon fans. They're the worst.
Well, especially everyone that's jumping on the bandwagon for Taylor Swift. But I get it. I get the appeal.
Yeah.
All right, Bills fans.
They're crazy fans. And they're
Chaotic.
real fans.
We love chaos.
No, but they're real fans.
No, I know.
Any fan who goes up there with their shirts off and they're jumping through tables and it's 10 degrees below zero and the whole routine, they're real fans.
I agree.
And that's a horrible place to watch a game. It's so cold. So cold. It's
No,
a garbage stadium. They pack the house.
And when you're a Bills fan, it feels like you were just like born into that. Like people are not just jumping on that bandwagon.
That's a Western New York type thing.
Yeah, I agree.
And we could figure out why. Go on.
Okay, Eagles fans.
Well, Eagles fans, look, they're passionate fans. They are really passionate for the team, but just like all of Philadelphia, they're crazy. Now you watch.
They'll call
struggle.
out all of Philadelphia.
Well, I'm not the only one who's ever done that. The whole world knows what Philadelphia's like. As soon as they fall behind, they'll be booing their own team again. The national champion, then they'll say champion again. That's Saquon, you blow. You suck, my God. That's what happened. And they lose that game.
So you're calling them fair weather fans?
No, I'm calling them insane fans. Cruel. How about dark cloud fans? How's that?
All right, Commanders fans.
Very strong fan base.
Long suffering, but hopeful.
They are long suffering. That was a great play. When they used to play at RFK, do you remember that there was a group of guys who just dressed up as hogs? Remember they used to call their offensive line the Hogs? They would dress up in these women outfits with the hogs on. They were called the Hogs.
I don't know
These
what
big
year
fat
this was
guys.
in.
These guys were all big fat guys, and they would look like hogs. They had the nose on.
What year was this in? Was this before I was born?
This would have been the early '80s when they won a Super Bowl.
This was before
with John
I was
Riggins.
born. Okay.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Next week, we're bringing back another episode talking about this weekend's games. Catch up. Let us know what you think. We're doing another Q&A next week as well. Wait,
It'll be great.
I forgot this just for you. Just to make you a little happy before we end it on a good note. Ooh, I forgot to turn this inside out. What do you think this is?
Is this that ratty cowboy jersey you have with letters are missing? Number 70. I'm not 77. I'm 62. I just told you. I'm not 77. I'm 62.
Just for your birthday,
I'm not
Lou.
77.
Just for your birthday.
I swear I'm not 77.
Happy birthday
I'm 62.
to you. Happy birthday,
I admit my age.
dear Lou.
77.
Happy
I remember
birthday
1977. That's the sad part.
to you.
There we go. Joe Smith. There we are. Love it. Thank you.